she's in love and I'm out of love. Ain't my shadow on the wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. I pulled over by the curb. I've been sitting there all night, wondering what it was that did so wrong, and that you did so right. Gonna break down the door, but there's nothing left to say. That Chevy 4x4 says it all, sitting in my place. That ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. Looks like she's in love and I'm out of love. Ain't my shadow on the wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world. That ain't my truck.
All right. Just a little bit of the Kid Brother, man. I forgot to put, like an idiot, I forgot to put some sort of music inlay while the stream starting scene. So let me go ahead and switch this over. Dang it. All right. Live seen it. There we go. Lighting's a little bit messed up. What is going on, Death? Oh, I figure we'll try to get back in the groove of it a little bit. Get back into the swing of things. It's been a while again. It's been like a month. Of course, if you guys check the community tab, some things had happened. It's happening. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, Ace. Thank you, Death. There's more to become. There's more to come with the Kid Brother and his talents. Eventually, I'm gonna he's got to let me do a music video for him. So hopefully, coming down the pike, we can set something up like that. Cause my Kid Brother has a phenomenal talent when it comes to music, man. So that's on the wish list, and I think he's getting in the right mind frame, the right mindset to do that. Hey, it's nice to see you guys. Yeah, I've found myself. I was already kind of on like a weird mental health thing, man. Not too sure what it was, and then our family got hit with three tragedies within 1 week. So that kind of put me back on my heels. I don't like to kind of just talk about my mental health issues and attempt to get the woe me's. You know what I mean? Like, life is what it is. Going through pains and hardships and things of that nature, that's just a part of it, right? That's just a part of it. Typically, I'm usually able to shake things off and kind of push forward, and it's going to be the same here. Just going to take me longer, I think. I don't even really know how to talk about things like this without becoming like a crying, dribbling fool live. But yeah, man, I'm going to be putting the pieces back together. We're going to get something going back over here. I don't know. it's just one of those things, right? Like things happen, and usually I try to take whatever pain or tragedy there is in life and use that as fuel to drive forward. That has always been the way I kind of approach things like this. And when things like this happen, that's usually my goal. And my grandmother was by far one of my biggest supporters on any of my adventures, any of my ventures that I went down, whether it was mixed martial arts. She really didn't like that one too much. Professional wrestling, stand-up comedy, and into film. She was always a backbone for all of us, really, in our family. So for me to pay honor to her and in the best way, just to keep grinding and try to keep the ball rolling and to see a lot of these projects through. I usually, that's kind of like my biggest issue is always just kind of swallowing the pain and kind of pushing it down and using that as motivation. And then, you're going to have those times where that cork does pop. You got to struggle to get that cork back on. And I know that's not a healthy way to cope or deal or, whatever. But that's usually where I find myself doing that. You know what I mean? Just trying to just do it that way. And I got to break that mold. You know what I mean? I got to break that mold. I know that. Just hard-headed, dadgummit. Hard-headed. But this downtime again, I just launched the company, just got the LLC'd and started to get back in a groove on here. But I think just like anything else, things happen for a reason. And they happen during the time they're supposed to happen. That's kind of where, you can get lost in this brain, man. I'm just telling you, there's a logical side, and then there's like the crazy bouncing off the wall side. So you can get lost up here. I get lost up here all the time, right? So just putting those pieces back together and continue to write and develop. And I just keep looking over here at all the film equipment. Of course, the weather right now, it's that time of year. If you're going to do pieces, it's going to have to be like an indoor piece or something. So, yeah, we're going to pull it back together over here, though, because I do got some comedy skits that I have in mind. I was sent a few different clips by a few different people. One, I won't address because I never address it. Just don't. It's a bad memory. I never address it. And I don't. But I did get a video of somebody I used to parody quite a bit. And I love to do it. And she definitely gave me some material to make a decent parody. So I'm flirting with the idea of bringing the parodies back of Truthfully Trisha. The clip that I was sent, there's definitely some humor that I can bring out of that, right? I can see there's some humor I can bring out of that. So I want to get back to doing some of those comedy bits, right? Because, oh man, we went through the Halloween. I still want to do the spooky horror stuff. That's a big part of the creative, what I like to do. And we still got the podcast set up here on a server that I'm going to try to launch it there, and then might move it back around. I used to do the Spreaker thing way back in the day, so the podcast might land back over that way. I'm not too sure. But of course, that's another thing, man. Like I want to Yeah, I used to love doing those parodies, man. So then and then getting the clips that I got, I was like, oh gosh, I almost have to. I almost have to. She's giving me too much. So I'm playing with the idea on how I want to do that, right? And it makes it even better and easier to do that, those parodies, because I don't need an extra cameraman. I can kind of set up and go. So I definitely want to do those. I have been working on a couple more stand-up bits, and I'm flirting with maybe hitting some open mics and kind of polishing those things up. So if I do that eventually, I'll get those recorded as well, so you guys can kind of see like how I like to structure my stand-up bits. Yes, that's kind of why I've kind of like I've been leaning back on the humor side of things, and I don't know. I find myself I'm still writing a few screenplays, and still playing around with which ones I want to pursue and how I want to pursue them. Hey, what's going on, Kat? So yeah, I got things that I'm still trying to do. My thing is when I started doing YouTube and why I enjoy doing YouTube was putting out different bits, different skits, and different type of content instead of just going live and that kind of being it for my channel. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy coming live, talking to you guys and cutting up. I really do. So I'm still going to do some lives, but I want to start putting out more content instead of always just going live. Because that's my big passion with the YouTube thing. Excuse me. Is being able to create these short comedy skits and to be able to do those things. So let's see. Absolutely. The tiers are there, and we are going to get back to getting those tiers. I'm getting my head right. I'm getting my head right, like slowly, but I'm getting there. Appreciate you dropping all those links for me, Death. Thank you. So we're getting there, man. It's just like anything else. It's going to take time and figure out a new normal yet again, and the way I want to do things. So, but I got to keep pushing on, and I got to keep pushing on. Got a lot riding on my ideas and what I want to do with Terror Barn Productions and how I want to do things. So I have no choice but to keep pushing on. So I think it's close to another month hiatus for me on this platform. I did not want to do that again, but life, I got to handle real life stuff above any other. So getting back into the groove of it, and definitely we'll be hitting those membership tiers up, doing some more movie reviews. Definitely hop on that last link there to Death. Shout out with the Discord. That's kind of where we brainstorm, and I think I threw up one of my screenplays that I've been working on. We will have that finished soon, hopefully. Okay, yeah. See, that's another thing within the Discord that I would definitely want to do, like my behind the scenes, whether there's outtakes or or my setups, because I definitely got enough space in here now where I can finally start building my own little miniature set for these skits that I want to do. And I definitely go over the top a lot, especially when it comes to these parodies and spoofs that I like to do. So we're going to have fun with it for sure. And a lot of that behind the scenes, because I really don't got a Patreon and don't believe there's really no use for a Patreon until I'm putting out product, until I'm putting out content that deems that so all that stuff will be definitely on the Discord. Absolutely, Cap. Absolutely. Yes, it definitely does. It definitely does. I do got a couple opportunities, and I'm not even going to speak on because every time I do, I end up looking like a fool because something falls flat. And then everybody's like, "Hey, what happened to this, this, and this?" It's like, "Hey, man, this business is fickle. It really is. It is fickle because there's so many lines of tape that you got to cross to make possibilities become reality." So I do have a couple. I've been contacted to do a few different pieces. Whether those happen or not, I'm not sure. I'll definitely keep you posted on all those. And again, in the Discord is probably going to be the first that we'll get to know that. And within the Discord, man, we just cut up, have fun. That's my goal with it yet. Even though, again, I took these few week hiatus kind of from everything to kind of reboot and kind of try to get my bearings back and kind of gather myself to come back in. That's kind of why this pause has happened. We all kind of had another big bombshell kind of go off in our face. So now it's kind of figure out how to get back and what's the new normal. And for me, my therapy honestly is comedy. That's always been like a big therapy for me, right? And you know, it's no big secret, and plenty of people have said it before. You cannot find a mentally stable or healthy comic. We all got something going on up there, and I want to get back to that because again, that's like therapy for me. Getting laughs is, for me, it's a beautiful two-way street. I believe laughter can help people. You might even not realize who or what, but you can help people laugh through some tough times, and then plus it helps me kind of laugh through mine as well. So I want to get back to a lot of those comedy bits. I'm pretty rusty when it comes to stand-up. I'm pretty rusty with the pandemic, and you know, with the shift when I went to LA, I kind of shifted everything to obtaining that goal of creating film and acting and doing things of that nature. So that's originally why my YouTube kind of took a hit. That's also originally, you know, why I was ignoring one of my big passions, which is stand-up comedy. So hopefully I can start gearing back towards a lot of those things. And plus, it's winter, so the manic is there. But thank you, Lady C. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely do, Death Man, and I find that to be like I can go back and look at some of the pieces, even the older pieces when I had no idea what to do about camera angles. We really wasn't worried about camera angles, lighting, sound, none of that. I can go back and look at those cringy videos that's on on this channel, and I can remember like my mind frame and what I was thinking and what I was going through and things of that nature. And it remember how that piece came. You know what I mean? It's weird how that is for me. Hey, how we doing, mascot? The mascot claws. Hope you're doing well, brother. So yeah, man. So we're going to get back to it over here. I just had to take a little psychotic break, whatever you want to call it, whatever the proper term. I don't know. I ain't good with the English language, even though I'm supposed to be, right? I got an associate's degree. In another year and a half, I'll have a bachelor's and a master's. But if it wasn't for autocorrect, I wouldn't obtain any of those degrees or be working towards these other degrees. It's sad. It's sad. Like I literally got to look at my wife sometimes. Like, how do you spell this? And she's like, how do you not know how to spell this? I'm like, I blame it on the concussions. That's kind of what I do. Just blame it on the damn concussions. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Appreciate that, Letty C. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, man. To start, and that's kind of with my mental blocks. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I'll have these ideas, and then I'll kind of like be like, no, I don't know. They ain't ready yet, or whatever. I'll put these barriers in front of me that don't need to be there. Okay, like. But in my head, they're there. So that's kind of, I got to push those aside. And just once I start doing something, then I'm in it. Then I'm like, I'm living it. So I got to get that motivation and push myself to start it. Once I usually start it, that's when the creative juices start going, and I'm able to accomplish some stuff. It's madness, man. It's madness. Like I've set out to do quite a few projects, and whatever had happened, Tyler's going through his own set of stuff, so it's fallen solely on my lap, which I have no problem with that because it's never an issue putting the work in for me. That's never been the issue. You know, I've busted my tail throughout my life. Especially I can hang my hat that I'm very goal oriented, and you know, and that could be harmful to a degree because once I get a goal locked into my head, like I want to chase that son of a bitch down until it's mine. So it's good and it's bad, but yeah. I definitely will. I want to get back to like I said, the laughter. You know, the horror is always going to be there because, again, that's really. I guess, would be a couple drama pieces that I'm writing. Really not sure how to film something like that. That's something where I'll have to go back underneath the learning tree to process that. I've never really done drama pieces. I've only done horror comedy. You know, it's like the flip side of the coin, right? You know, one side's laughing, the other side's terrified. And that's kind of where I've hung my hat at and where I'm more comfortable. But I want to get out of that comfort zone and kind of see if I'm capable of doing dramatic pieces. So I've been writing on a dramatic piece that's still nowhere near done. Still working on a very, very first draft, a very rough draft of that one. So, and that's what I find, man. Like just to dive into creativity, and I sit back and I look at my channel on YouTube, and again, I ignored it for over a year, right? Where I was just didn't care about this channel. Didn't care, you know. I mean, I did care, but as far as like uploading something new, my brain was caught up. I wanted to create film pieces, short pieces, you know, short features, and then build up to a full feature, and that's kind of where I was. But now I see I have missed this part so much about even coming alive, talking to you guys, or just having these harebrained moments where I get an idea in my head and I do that skit. I missed that part. So I'm definitely back on this platform for the foreseeable future. Thank you, Lady C. I appreciate that. Yes, that's something I definitely have to work on. Is that right there? Make a YouTube drama horror. I did back in the day. I was playing with a skit, which I need, you know, other YouTubers to collab to do. But it's based off an old Dave Chappelle skit from the Chappelle Show, where he did a bit. You know, what if the internet was a real physical place you could go to? So I had this idea to kind of update. Excuse me. To kind of update that premise and make it to where, what if YouTube was a real physical place like the mall you could go to? And Dave Chappelle skit, he did that, but just for the internet. Well, what if YouTube was was a real physical place you could go to, and you had these crazy YouTube drama corners, and then you had these crazy mukbang corners, and all these different corners and facets, and like you'd have to go through each little sector of this physical place, YouTube, and conquer a boss in each one. So I had that idea a while ago. Still not really sure how I'd play that out, but I was like, oh man, it could be something. It's probably something I would love to revisit down the road once I actually figure out how I want to present that and how I want to do that. Well, I'm glad I helped you get over the clown phobia. And then here's the I used to have a clown phobia, man, for the longest time. I used to have this clown phobia, and then I don't know. I can't really remember when it I broke out of this clown phobia and really didn't care anymore. But I definitely did. I definitely did. So yeah, I enjoy being a psycho. I enjoy being a psycho on camera. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, I love the idea. It's one of those things. And it's something I got to constantly reel myself into writing pieces that it's capable for me to shoot, and also what I would like to see. I'm good at writing these big pieces that have an insane budget, but I got to write for what I can do. So again, I've been able to finally kind of push out a lot of the projects and just narrow them down to really two. That one that I can just write on when I need a break from another one, but shifting gears and wanting to get this filmed. This little piece that my daughter and I are going to be doing. So that's the big film piece that I want to focus on. And then I got the piece that I'm writing on when I need a break from that one. And that seems to be kind of my groove right now, is to have that. Okay, I got this piece. If I'm getting tired of worrying about shot angles and seeing locations with this piece, I can fall back and I can write on this piece. And that kind of seems to be where I need to be. If that makes sense. Tragedy pimps in the mall. Yeah, so there's a lot of great things you could do that. You could do with that. And then I think one of the ideas I had jotted down, and Tyler and I had talked about making Algorithm the ultimate like James Bond villain behind everything, is this character called Algorithm, who kind of runs each corner and kind of pushes whoever. You got to take down Algorithm. Yeah, I to do the Pennywise thing and to do it right, it takes me a good 45 minutes to get the liquid latex and the wig and doing all that. But I enjoy doing it, man. That's another part of film I like to do. I like to create my own props and to like just fully just delve into the heart of the piece. There you go, mascot. That's that's an idea. Construction worker falls in love with a real estate woman and go to a neighborhood. They start killing the neighbors, fix the house up, sell it. Jesus. About to knock this whole setup over. They almost have to put the bodies in the wall, right? And then sell the house like twice the market value. Oh man. But yeah, we're gonna get some of these going, man. And I was even pissing around with the idea that it still might happen. It all depends where my energy level is. I'm trying to like take baby steps to get back into trying to entertain. But I might try to start shooting one of these parodies or comedy skits that I have in mind. Right, and that's what I love, man. Like, I've always approached doing entertainment pieces. You got to do it in a little bit of a different way than stand up, because stand up to me is a wide open art form. It's jokes, it's comedy. But to do different pieces, whether it be drama pieces, horror pieces, whatever, you do have to have some sort of line in the sand, if you will. And I'll step over those lines throughout it. But yeah, I love having it wide open and just carving whatever I want. I really enjoy that. I appreciate that, Death. Thank you. Exactly. You can just carve whatever, do whatever, and just run with it, man. And that's what I'm gonna get back into the groove, man. Instead of just doing live streams and this, that, and other, I need to start for my own mental health. Start putting out these comedy bits again, these comedy skits, and doing these different things that I deeply love to do, and I just have not done them in so long. It's like I got that fear of, do I know how to do it anymore? Am I going to be able to do this justice? And I think I can, and I think I will. It's just getting over that mental barrier that I have placed there myself. And I think once I crack and get over that the first time, it's not going to exist anymore. I'm going to be able to kind of get those things going on. What's going on, Mike? Smell the dead bodies on the floor. But yeah, man, we took a big hook to the chin, knocked me flat on my back, and I'm slowly crawling back up to my knees to find that fire and drive again. And it makes you enjoy it that much more, going through whatever challenges and tragedies and things. Once you do push through and you are able to capitalize on some of your ideas, it kind of starts to help you with that grieving process. I appreciate it, Mike, man. I hope you're having a good day, brother. Right, man. And taking risks, that's part of the fun too, right? That's part of the fun too. And that's kind of why I started doing the Truthfully Trisha parodies back in the day. It was like, you know what? And let's just go with it. Let's just throw something out there and just be as stupid as possible on purpose. And we was able to achieve that, man. We had I think at one point this was like way pre Dr. Phil days, but I think I was doing like a parody a week almost, and it was a lot of fun. Exactly. That's the way I'm coming back into this, Death. You know, just 1 or 2 stream days, and I'm going to start that off with, hammering out at least 1 or 2 stream days a week, and 1 skit or comedy piece a week, and then start building off of it from there. That's kind of like my, I guess you would call it like a business plan type ordeal. Is a couple streams a week, at least drop 1 skit, and then we can build on that as it goes. Once that becomes routine and normal, then add more. But honestly, man, I'm just really tired of thinking of ideas and never capitalizing on them. Saying them out loud, saying, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, and never getting those done. And I'm definitely making that change. And if these other opportunities really come into reality, they're going to be a decent sized splash. I mean, it's not going to be like blockbuster splash or nothing like that. It's not going to be like this huge thing. But it will be significant in my eyes, anyways. Yeah, I got OT Rail. OT Rail's my pimp character. He's real from his nose to his toes, baby. T Rail's always keeping it real for always hoes. So I got bits I could definitely do with T Rail. I always got Twitch in my back pocket where I can come in here and act like a crazy conspiracy theorist, and there's a bunch happening around the world for that to be good to go. Creeper Craig could definitely come back in this TikTok world that's going on. So there's a bunch of things there. Hey, Kat, I appreciate you swooping in, brother. Thank you, man. Hope you have a good one. I appreciate that, Lady C. And that's just another thing what I love about this little community that is here. I can come on here and I know I got somebody to talk to, man. Skeeter Horror ASMR. There we go. Just get a screenplay of a classic slasher film and just read it ASMR style. Right on. I'll definitely do that. What's funny about the Twitch thing is literally if a lot of these people would take like 2 seconds and click on my profile, they would see that I'm just a maniac. You know, that it's a character. It's nothing more than that. It's just me being whatever. But if you go to the Twitch video, the bigger one, I forget which one it is. I think it's the Lizard People, where that one has like over 40,000 views or whatever. But if you read the comments, you literally have people within the comments arguing over like trying to diagnose me, and I love it. I love how people be in there arguing back and forth. It's like, no, it's not drugs. It's not drugs. It's Tourette's. This guy's suffering. It's like, no, guys, it's just a stupid bit. That's all we got going on. It's just a stupid bit. I appreciate those words a lot, Lady C. Thank you. But yeah, man, we're going to get back into the groove of things, and I don't want to like to be coming live and just be like all low energy and not bring in the jokes and the laughs. We're gonna be making a lot of those changes very soon, especially when I feel back to 100% and I feel up to tackling the things that I want to tackle and the things I want to do. In which I'm getting there, man. I think I'm probably about already at like 75% or something, enough to start working and pushing myself to do that. I need to get back into another thing that helps me cope is physical exercise. Like go out and run, throw some weights around, hit a heavy bag, and kind of get that rage, have that rage dump. So then when I come back in and I grab a camera, I'm not feeling no other type of way other than, damn, I got all that. I got all that out. So we need to get back to that so I can get those feelings put to the side and just get back to the grind, man. And I look forward to it. I look forward to getting back to it. I look forward to interacting with you guys, get your guys' input, and see what you guys think of a lot of this madness that dwells in between my ears. So we're gonna have fun, man. I'm gonna dip my toes back in the water, make sure that I'm on point, and tired of talking about pieces that I want to do. It's time to just start doing. If they fall flat, if things don't go the way that I want them to go with a skit or a short piece or whatever, it's not a failure. It's a lesson learned, and the next one will get better. And I hope that never stops for me. I hope I'm always able to look at a piece and think, damn, I should have went this way. I should have went that way. There's things I could have done with this. And there's also a lot of more spiritual pieces that I might end up doing as well. That falls in the line of things that may happen that I said I didn't want to bring up, but I did bring that one up like an idiot. But we will get it going, dadgummit. We will get that going. And I think another way for me to do that is bring back the joke of the day. Them are quick and easy. Could fall on these little YouTube short things where I just come out, hit it with a joke of the day, be done. And that's something completed for the day. And maybe that's something that I use to kind of do that, because there for the longest time I was hitting out the jokes of the day before the TikToks and the YouTube shorts. That became a thing. So get back and start hitting some of those one-liners and stuff. And we're going to build it, man. We're going to build it. Tired of talking about it. Now we're going to get to getting. We're going to get to getting it done. So, yeah. I am coming back to full strength, and we're going to have fun again. Building. And then we're going to keep on building. Then after that, we're going to build some more. We're going to have a lot of laughs throughout that way. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing the creative process that I go through, the madness that is me. All right, gang, man. I've been going for about 45 minutes. I just want to check in, let you guys know that I'm still breathing. May have took a big cross to the chin, but I'm crawling back to my feet, more determined than ever. And we're going to start getting these things handled and done. But I appreciate all of you guys that come in here, man. All the links are within the description. I think it's still within the description. I think I even did the Discord within the description. So all the links are there if you want to support the channel and different outlets and join our server for all of our chatting and all that good stuff. I think that handles all of the typical YouTuber things that you're supposed to do. So yeah, we're going to be back in. We're going to be back in. We're going to handle some things. But thank you guys so much, man, for popping in and showing your love and support. I really do appreciate all of the kind words and the prayers that was sent out to me and my family. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you so much. And it's not going to be too long before you're going to see this ugly mug once again. So thank you guys, man. And like always, this has been me talking to y'all. And I'll catch y'all down the road. Pretty soon down the road. Not too far down the road. Just maybe like a couple houses down here. It's going to be pretty quick. I'll see y'all soon, man. Much love. Thank you all.